Good evening and welcome to My Point of View. My Point of View is a social video blog that deals with current issue events as it relates to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Caribbean and the world. Now in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we have a mentality of forgetfulness. You see, we in St. Vincent and the Grenadines suffers from what you call short-term memory. We remember things only for a short while. Like a child, we become easily distracted with the unimportant things. Foolish things take our minds away from the things that are important and critical. For example, a female law enforcement officer came forward and accused Ralph Gonsalves of raping her. It wasn't too long before the community forget this lady had a traumatizing experience which she brought to the public attention. After which Mrs. Margaret Parsons came forward and the same thing happened to her. But did it mean that because the community stopped empathizing, sympathizing and caring for these people and their troubles, that their problem automatically went away? I will tell you this: if Ralph Gonsalves indeed raped that young lady, she will live with the burden of the scars forever. Her problem will never go away. Even when the community forget her name, as long as she lives, she will be faced to battle the consequences of that rape. If he indeed sexually harassed Miss Parsons in his office, the trauma of that experience will never leave Miss Parsons' mind. She will relive it for the rest of her life. So even when we as a community stop caring and stop sympathizing, stop empathizing, our brothers and sisters who were hurt still have to bear the burden of their pain. Let us go to Augustus, Edison Augustus, pastor, ex-deputy consular general. In Augustus's case, the people whom he has swindled out of almost $400,000, when he charged them $8,000 each for his assistance in gaining their green card, their ability to work and live in the United States legally, did not go away. For some of them, they have entrusted with Augustus their life savings after working menial job, scrubbing floors, cleaning faces, taking insults, working for less than minimum wage while supporting themselves, supporting their family at home, putting aside a little money in case they are deported. When they go back home, they don't have to depend on friend and family for their daily subsistence, was all gone. In some cases, 20 to 25 years of labor, of savings, was taken away with one blow by the name of Augustus, working on behalf of Ralph Gonsalves. In other cases, there were people who have taken small loans from friends and family, even their employer, all in an effort to exist and work in America legally. It shows that Vincentians, even abroad, is trying to do what is right, and at times they will invest in their own future to ensure that they are legal and work legally in this country. But unfortunately, an agent of Ralph Gonsalves, Edson Augustus, who have persuaded most of these people to contribute to Ralph Gonsalves' re-election and the completion of the Argyle International Airport, and they sacrificed to do such, yet they were robbed by the same people who they tried to help. Now let us say one of these individuals who have been saving their money, just in case they were deported, is deported today. You know what will happen to them? They will have to depend on the charity of friends and families for a place to live and for food to eat. Those who have small loans to repay, $2,000 here, $1,000 here, $3,000 there, will have to now repay those people from what is considered being paid below minimum wage, while satisfying their obligation in the United States and taking care of their families at home. This totally wickedness. And Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves would not make an effort to ensure that these people are reimbursed. Instead, Augustus is allowed to manage a part of the stolen money and is allowed to live on a portion of the money he steals from these people, while our people are now in financial distress, psychological distress, trying to find out how are they going to pay their bills. What will happen to me if I'm deported tomorrow? It's a shame. This is Alan Palmer, and this has been my point of view.